Merhaba, nasılsın? Hello, how are you? Look at that, just rolling off the tongue, it's crazy. I'm here in Midyat, which is a smaller city outside of Mardin. It's an area that has a lot more churches, predominantly Syriac churches or Syrian Orthodox Christians. What's interesting to me about the Syrian Orthodox Christians are they're one of the first sects of Christianity. Their masses are in Syriac, which is a subsect or it's sort of derived from Aramaic. So I was ideally trying to get in a mass in Syriac, which would have been something along the lines of getting one from Jesus, as Aramaic was what Jesus spoke. I'm out the front of one at the moment. As you can see, it's got the flat roof again. Rather than the steeples, it does have a bell tower, but it's still got that flat roof. Unfortunately, as the one I saw back in Mardin, it's also closed, unfortunately, but there's a bunch of others around, so we'll just go for a little wander and see what we can find. Midyat is a smaller city. Interesting to walk around and see such a different culture. Hello. Probably should have said Mahaba then, not hello, but that's alright. Got a dolmas here from Midyat, from Mardin, which is like a minibus that all the locals take, so that was a good fun experience. Basically, you're all in a minibus and a couple of us are standing up, and it was nice, just sort of travel as the locals do. It's quite hot today, about 36 degrees in the sun, so do some walking, but get some breaks in. Assalamu alaikum. Trying to head to another church. I'm fairly sure there's one not too far away, but might have to check the old mappies to. So I found another one of the churches, just a bit further up this little hill. I was chatting with my hotel manager yesterday. First time in a hotel on the trip, but it was nice, well needed, I think. He was actually explaining, we were talking about various things, and he highlighted something interesting that I didn't actually realise, but with the schism between the Western Roman Empire and the Eastern Roman Empire, the Catholics and the Orthodox, he was saying that Constantinople, when it was sacked by the Ottomans, and I think Fatih was the king or the emperor of the Ottomans at the time, the Western Roman Empire didn't actually assist the Byzantine Empire at that time, due to their issues with sects of Christianity. So apparently when Constantinople fell, it was because they were weakened, or at least they didn't have the assistance of the Western Roman Empire to protect the Eastern, and that's when the Ottomans took over. We're at the front gate now, but as usual it's locked. I think from what I said last time, the only time they actually open is on Sundays for a mass. Outside of that, they don't have enough resources or people to keep them open for visitors to check. You can go to those masses, but that's the only time you're going to get a look to the inside of the church itself. But once again, the flat roof tower. Beautiful old sort of sandstone, sandy stone. Another beautiful church. We've got a cemetery over this way. Just walk up here just to see what it's all about. But yeah, sorry, but back when my hotel manager told me that, I found that quite interesting because I never realised that. But if true, pretty crazy. That when Constantinople was sacked or ransacked or beaten, it was partially due to the Western Roman Empire not assisting. There's another sort of angle of it. Another church in the distance. Don't know if I need to go there. I do doubt that it's going to be open, but it's another one of those flat roof Syrian Orthodox churches in this area. There's one a bit further down there. I may as well make my way down there. There's so many old infrastructure and old buildings around this city that it's hard to know like what to even capture. Like for example, I'm just walking now and there's just like this ruined old building, and who knows how old it could be. Unfortunately, it's been graffitied, but it's looks like quite an old building. Could even check it out, to be honest. There's a little opening here. You know what? May as well. Okay. Little holes down to randomness. See if we can get inside this top area. Who knows how old this is? Could be new as well. Okay, it's a bit sketch, but that's alright. There you go, okay. Fuck yeah. That bird scared the fuck out of me. Looks like there's some burn marks maybe. I mean, this is like sort of concrete or something probably a bit more modern, so it might not be as old as what I think. Nonetheless, fun to explore. A little bird, yeah, chill. You don't have to fly away. Yeah, well, it's nice. I think we'll keep moving, but do a bit of urbex. Urbex, yeah, a bit of an urbexer. In Midyat, probably about 15 k's from, maybe 20 k's from the Syrian border, thereabouts. I could be completely wrong, but I think it's pretty close. Anyway, back once again. So I've realised in Midyat there's a bunch of monasteries on the outskirts of the city, and the only it's sort of tough to get to them, but there is one just on the outskirts, which I'm at currently. Yeah, so we'll just sort of begin. This one's the Abraham Monastery. If you can see up the top, it's pretty wild. This was built in 481 AD, which is quite a while, especially for Australian modern day history. So we'll sort of enter and see what we can see, but I hope you can get in somewhat, but we'll have to see. Not looking great, but we'll try our very best. Assalamu alaikum. Open or? Okay, evet. Teşekkürler. Assalamu alaikum. So I don't know if the monastery's open, but we can do a little wander here. So, unfortunately, the Mo Abraham Monastery is closed, and apparently it's been closed for 3 years now, which I guess it's unfortunate as well as a bit sad, I guess. It's probably I guess it's because the Syrian Orthodox Christian group is quite small now. They're no longer sort of, I don't think they're living in Midyat anymore. It's predominantly Kurdish here now. That could be a reason, it also might not be, but unfortunately we couldn't go in. So just in the countryside now, just on the outskirts of the city. Wander in, do a bit more walking, and then head back to Midyat.